Hello, welcome back to the channel. So we've got a little project here. It is a 125cc aerial bikes pit bike. The stator has been blown out, as you can see just in there. Stator has broke. The chain snapped and came through there and smacked the stator, which breaks up, which means the bike has no spark, so unable to start. So I'm going to show you how to replace it. So starting us off, the first thing we will need is the tools we will need a flywheel puller. Flywheel puller. You can get them for about £7 or £8 off eBay. Right. We will need a 17mm spanner for the flywheel puller, a Phillips head, a 14mm socket, a ratchet, and if your case is blown out like this, a side casing, therefore I have an old one off a stomp, and of course an stator right here. They're about £7 or £8 off eBay as well. So let's get started. So first of all, we will take this side cover off. I've loosened everything already, so as you can see, it's very dirty, needs a good wash. Right. Mangled. Right, and here's the flywheel here, right? And here's the stator. This is part of the stator plate, so this, you can't just fix that without replacing the full stator. Right, so start us off, we will go up here, we'll pull the wires out and we'll disconnect the bigger wire. All the wires going to the stator. There we go. Right. Then we will get the 14mm socket. This is a hard part. You're meant to, I don't have a flywheel, the thing to stop the flywheel from spinning. So if your stator's broken already and you can't get the bolt off, right, this is what I just done. I just grabbed 2 seconds. I grabbed 2 big long things. I stuck one in there like that and one in there like that. So then when the engine spins over, this stops the engine from spinning. And then I put my ratchet on and it was hard to turn, but I just stood on the foot pegs and I gave it a little kick and the thing came. Right, this is already loosened. Right, so once we have this flywheel, obviously there's no way, don't stick anything behind here because you will damage your flywheel. You need a flywheel puller. So when you get a flywheel puller, there's a small side and a big side, depending on what type of flywheel you've got. But on my one, I've got the big side. So I put the flywheel on, the puller on. It's a reverse thread, and then all I do is I just put a spanner on there and I just go, and you'll obviously have to put the tools back in there to hold it for spinning, and you just tighten it, and as you tighten, the flywheel pops off you go with the flywheel. Right. Oh, 2 seconds to take this puller off. Right, so now you're in here, you can see where the damage is struck out basically. It is this way, mangled it, cracked it all, very dirty as you can see. So I am using a star Phillips head screwdriver on a ratchet to give me more leverage. These bolts do get stuck a lot. Right. You will get a little bit of oil pouring out here, so just check your oil once you put the new stator in, or you can tip the bike on its side, but I'm just keeping it on the stand. There we go, old stator. Right, so out with the old and with the new one. Here is the new stator. In there you see there's your cam chain tensioner. And you push that on there with a little O-ring, so I recommend putting a bit of oil around it. But this thing, you need to give it a good shove in there. Right, I'm just going to use it. Gently tap it with this. Just make sure you're very careful with it. Perfect. Right, so now that you've done that, each screw normally has a little rubber O-ring. I'll just hold this here. As you see, a little screw, they normally have a little rubber O-ring that goes on it on the bottom one. On the bottom screw to seal, to stop the oil leaking out. So put that bottom screw back in. There we go. Right, get the ratchet on there. So as you see, then I will get this top screw. Dropped it there. This is my friend's bike. Fixing it for him. As you can see, the thing was new. He got it just before the Christmas, but thing's been flung about like nothing. Used to have graphics all on it, but he had to rip them off because he got pulled by the police because he was driving in the middle of the road. But he got pulled by the police and they pulled me too, but I gave him a fake name. Right, tighten these up. Just don't tighten these too tight because you don't want to strip them or whatever or break them, because if you break them, oh god, that's it. You would need to drill them out or whatever, or even possibly buy full new engine casings. There, that's it, there it's it. And there we go, nice and tight. Right, so now we will get the flywheel. As you see inside, the quite dirty thing is, but I'm just going to give it a little wipe out. Where's the... 1 wee second, sorry about this. Right. Flywheel's awfully dirty. Right, so give the flywheel on the inside just a wee clean out. Right, so as you see, there's a wee keyway there, and on the bottom here of the crankshaft there's a wee keyway. So what you need to do is you line them up, right, and once that wee keyway is lined up, right, flywheel just slips on. And what I like to do is I like to just give it a little tap. So I would screw the flywheel puller back on, obviously. Sorry for the shaky camera. So I do this, right, I screw the flywheel puller back on. And I've got a little mini hammer and I just give it a few taps. If you love taps, that's all it needs. Flywheel should be nice and strong on there. Right, then you get the bolt again. This time, when you're tightening the bolt, once you can get it in, it's spinning by hand. When you're tightening the bolt, I recommend putting the bike into gear, right? There's first gear. And what I done was I just grabbed something and I just put something right there, like that. So if the engine tries to spin over, it will stop it. Right, let me get the 14mm on again. And as you see, the engine will turn over. And that's when this starts to spin. Okay, so right, then you just give it a bang, bang. And then I give it a nice big hard smack with my foot normally. That's us there. There we go. Right. So now that you've got your flywheel on and you've got your stator on, if your flywheel is rusty, you can just bit sandpaper over it, but it should still get a spark. It'll get a good enough spark now just to show. Put the bike in neutral. Let's make sure. Neutral. And so what we will do is you will need the black and red wire from the stator, the blue and white wire from the stator, and sometimes it's the green wire or the green and red wire you use. If it's the green and red wire, it should be going to the neutral sensor. This is on newer bikes, but on older pit bikes it's just the green wire goes straight to it. All depends on what stator you buy, but I'll show you what I mean. So this is the wire going to the thing. So there's a green wee wire that went into there, but I've pulled it out and I've hooked it up, right? Now I've got the blue and the red wire. And all I do is I click them in, click the red and black one out, click, put the covers over it, and this wire is the one that doesn't get used. So I'll just set this at the widen out, put this wire up here, righty. Right, then I'll put that there. And now I will get the side replacement cover. That should do us. So I've only got 2 bolts out of the 3. There's a third one down there, but it wasn't on the bike. Right, just 1 second to get in my 8mm. Right, so put it 8mm. Oh no, sorry, I've grabbed a 9mm. 1 second. Sorry about this. Right, so I can't find my 8mm. I'm always looking. There's my 8mm right there. Right. So I have an 8mm. Right, so I've just loosely put that in there. I'll grab the other bottom bolt. Grab the ratchet. Right, so that is now us. We should have spark. Thank you.